If you've spent a good amount of time in Arc Raiders like me, then you're also probably trying to track down where to find rusted gears. Unfortunately, finding rusted gears can be a bit tougher than it seems. That's where this guide comes in. We're breaking down the best zones and key locations on where to find rusted gears and where they're most likely to spawn, saving you a bunch of time and frustration. Without further ado, here's our guide on where to find rusted gears in Arc Raiders. Rusted gears are a rare and recyclable item primarily found in industrial zones across the map. These zones are marked with a building-like icon. Quick note that while it's technically possible to find rusted gears outside of industrial zones, the chances are significantly lower, so we're just not going to mention them. And it's why the map Buried City is not going to get a mention here. Dam has a couple of places where you're likely to find rusted gears: water treatment, the primary facility, the scrapyard, hydroponic, and power generation complex. Spaceport has 3: vehicle maintenance, container storage, and rocket assembly. And Blue Gate has 2: the warehouse complex and the adorned wreckage. Out of all of these locations, hands down the best area to find rusted gears is going to be the warehouse complex in Blue Gate. When you're searching, you should focus on checking cars, as many rusted gears are more likely to spawn inside them. Of course, they can also pop up in things like desks or other containers, but again, they're most likely to come up when searching cars. This general rule also applies to other zones on other maps. So if you run into a car that's searchable in vehicle maintenance on Spaceport, go ahead and loot that first before continuing to loot the rest of the area. With any luck and a bit of strategy, you should get your hands on some rusted gears before you know it. And that's our guide for where to find rusted gears in Arc Raiders. If you see me topside, especially in Blue Gate solos,
Yo, what's going on here?
how about we just all work together, huh? Why don't we do that? All right, we'll see you in the next one.